A, their shiny Grandmaster's borders.
PVT, a very exciting matchup. I am really looking forward to see what PiLiPiLi does in this
Mm.
because I've seen his play before plenty of times. He actually helped me with PVT in the past, so I always kind of look up to him as far as another Protoss player.
All right. Being the resident Protoss, I will go ahead and let you do the Protoss thing. I'm going to introduce this guy. Does he still mech versus Protoss? You're about to find out. It's Team Gravity's EJK.
And his opponent in the bottom right, we have the green Protoss, Storm's PiLiPiLi. So both very skilled players here. I remember watching PiLiPiLi a lot back in Heart of the Swarm. His style versus Terran was pretty impressive. It was kind of defensive. He taught me personally very defensive styles of play. But Nella TV, it still could be a little bit different. I haven't gotten to see his PVT as much in this expansion. Does look like he is going a bit greedy, though, for a Nexus first.
Nexus first against 2 barracks before expand? 2 barracks very quickly, no gas, so this isn't like a Heavy Reaper play. Heavy Reaper play a little bit scary against Protoss because they have those things called Adepts that rip the Reapers to shreds, so generally speaking, try to avoid that.
They also have pylons.
Yeah, they also have pylons, the most powerful attacking unit in the game. You thought cannons were good. Ugh. Check out my pylons, bro. And yeah, it looks like EJK's banking quite a bit of mineral. So I think this is just like a low-tech econ play where he's going to go ahead and get out a lot of Marines pretty quickly. So he'll be able to deal with any sort of proxy oracling situation that might arise. And allows him to take an expansion pretty quickly. Relatively safe play here. But unfortunately for him, PiLiPiLi's gone for the greed play. The Nexus is going to be finishing up now. Right about the time that EJK's expansion is starting, PiLiPiLi's is finishing, which is really nice, especially because chrono-boosted probes, I heard, are pretty awesome.
Yes, they are. That economy is going to get set for PiLiPiLi pretty fast here. And at the same time, the Cyber Core is getting close to finishing. There are 2 gateways out, which means Adepts are probably going to be flying across the map very soon. So not only is PiLi going to be able to get a lot of extra mining in, but he's going to get some harass in as well.
Yep, and response from EJK looks like he's going to build... well, he was going to build a bunker, and then he changed his mind, and then he rechanged it back to bunker. He's going to put it over here on this side. Interesting move. He's going to be able to cover this whole area, thinking about Adepts and how they run past. It'll be interesting to see how that bunker placement ends up working out for him. And he's been pretty forward with these Marines here.
It's interesting. I have seen this bunker placement more and more in PVT now. It seems to be more used for defense against Adepts, like you said. It's, a little bit more strategic against harass. So I'm pretty sure that's what that's about.
Yeah, it'll cover that side up in the top, so they can't do any crazy shenanigan stuff. And I think, too, it's sort of a nice position later on for maybe drops or things that might come in to attack from this angle. But the action is picking up. We've got Adept Shades. They're going into the natural right now. They see the bunker. What are they going to do? They're going to spawn nowhere. They totally cancel. And Marines versus Adepts. Ooh, it's a flank. It's a bunker flank. And they come flying out of the bunker and chase down the Adept. One Adept lives to tell the tale. Throws the shade at them. Almost like in anger, like, look at my shade. I'm never going to teleport into the middle of you all, but look at it. And going to go ahead and actually did teleport to that because all the Marines ran away. They're clearly afraid of ghosts. Well, which is reasonable. Ghosts are scary. Going to go ahead and, ooh, nicely done. Delaying the starport here. EJK taking a while to put that SCV back on as well. If you're going to get anything out of that one Adept that randomly runs in, that's something to grab.
Yeah, and the Adept, it did, if I'm right, let me look at the vision here for PiLi really quick. I believe that Adept did see the factory, did see the tech lab, and saw the starport. So it gets a good read there.
Awesome.
And behind this, we actually have a Robo. Blink is in production. It is being chronoed. And a Dark Shrine also on the way. So Pili, he's looking to be pretty aggressive. And, you know, Blink Stalkers, DTs, probably a Warp Prism going to come out soon as well. This is going to be pretty dangerous.
Yep, absolutely. Blink, still very strong. 2-base Blink has been one of those things in this matchup that has generally been quite strong, and you can get a lot done with it. There was the era of Yansu, and it was amazing and super powerful. And now it's coming a little bit more into the fold. Not quite as strong as the Yangsu era. Hopefully we'll never return there again. But still quite nice. And you can see EJK already preparing for a really nice placement with these initial tanks. They're covering each other somewhat, and they are covering this outside area. EJK well aware of this tendency to go for Blink, not scouting it, but sensing it in his heart of hearts, in his Terran machinery heart. The core of the Iron Man senses it and says, yes, Blink is incoming. And he's got so many bunkers. He's got Liberators ready. It's going to be tough for PiLi to get anything done here. Oh, nicely done. Takes out the DT missile turret. Very good.
On 2 bases especially, DTs, they're a little bit expensive. 125 minerals, 125 gas. It's not a cheap unit. So that was a really, really nice pick off there for EJK.
Yeah, cool combination of the missile turret and the Liberator there. Getting that out in front. And this tank spread is getting more and more scary as time goes on here. Just absolutely fantastic. PiLi's realizing, or rather I should say realized quite quickly though, that this wasn't going to get the job done. This wasn't going to get a whole lot of damage. He went into a 3rd base and double forge right away. So excellent reaction. I think this is one of the marks of the stronger player. They don't necessarily 100% full commit to whatever strategy they have picked out. They say, all right, this is what I'm seeing. This is what's going on. I'm not going to be able to get tons of damage out of this. So I'm just going to put on some pressure and play for the late game. No upgrades coming out of those forges yet. They did finish up, so waiting for that to come in. He does have the money, so we'll have to see. 3 probes at a time being chrono boosted out, and that economy looking really, really nice for PiLi right now. Almost 20 workers ahead.
Yeah, and he's getting the Adept upgrade behind this, so, you know, upgraded Adepts, they're very good with that 45% extra attack speed. You know, that could definitely come in handy here later on.
Nice little poking and prodding here from the Stalkers. Really safe. I love this from EJK. Really safe tank placement. I think a lot of players will be a lot more aggressive with their tank placements, and once in a while, it's going to cost them the game or cost them a big advantage. EJK very patient, very careful, and he's going to go ahead and secure this 3rd base quite well.
Immortals, though, being chronoed out here for PiLi, so he's still getting a pretty solid army behind this. And you know what? He might be scaring EJK a little bit. This might be more of a fear tactic to prevent EJK from being aggressive here.
Upgrade complete.
But now we do have PiLi. It looks like he is about to move out here. Immortals moving across the map. Adepts are as well. These Adepts are now upgraded. And 1-1 should be finishing somewhat soon here for PiLi.
Yeah, he is going for an expansion behind this, so it puts him in a nice position as long as he can trade evenly and he's not left in a position where a counterattack will take him out. This kind of pressure can be very nice, just looking for an opportunity, just being sort of passive opportunistic, just poking, non-committal aggression, looking for some damage. If you can find it, great. If not, his base is already ahead of his opponent's. And like you said, it has a psychological effect of kind of putting your opponent on the back foot just a little bit, even just seeing some army there.
So 1-1 has actually now finished for PiLi, so I'm wondering if he'll start to feel safe to move in here. And the question is EJK ready for this? The tanks, you know, they're situated, they're in siege mode. But this is a pretty scary army for PiLi.
Yep, a little bit of a scout there. Dead Marine corpse on the left side of your screen. And ghostly scout over here. We do know that EJK's units are scared of ghosts, so it will be effective. And gonna get a good scout off. He's gonna know exactly what's going on, and bit balled up right now. He's gonna engage this. He's gotta get into a little bit more of a line here, more of a concave. 2 Archon go down quite quickly, but there are not a lot of medevacs to heal this bio here.
And behind this, Pili is actually attacking into the natural with his adepts, getting quite a few SCV kills off as well.
He's actually attacking 2 locations right now. He's over there. He's at 9 kills. He's got even some kills over here. He's picking up. He's moving all around the place. Excellently done. And all in the meantime, he's got that strong 4-base economy behind this. So any of this is gravy right now. He doesn't need to attack, but he found the opportunity. He's pushing his advantage even further.
Pili, though, it looks like he might... Where is he looking to attack? He might be looking for a potential 4th here by EJK. At the same time, like we mentioned earlier, EJK is probably a little bit scared to move out a little bit. He wants to know where Pili is before he goes.
Ooh, nicely done. Saves this warp prism with a quick blink. Gotta love that. Very important part of any Protoss aggression is that warp prism. To be able to warp in and move forward at the pace of old that we're used to, the 5-second warp in. Yeah, you really need that warp prism to be in place, because otherwise you have to build a pylon and a gateway and then morph it into a warp gate, and that's just silly.
We've got High Templar out now for Pili. Let me check really quick. We do have Storm as well, so there is a lot of AoE potential in this army.
Absolutely. And this is scouted by Pili. He sees the force coming in. Big storms coming down all over the bio here. Excellently done. Big blink forward as well. Might be a bit too aggressive, but what it does is protect the Immortals in the back. Those are the real damage dealers in this scenario. EJK gets wiped. No army to be seen anywhere. That upgrade advantage, that tech advantage, really kicking in for Pili. 170 supply to 102. EJK is in a really tight spot here.
Yeah, EJK needs to be careful now. Pili is just moving forward. There are so many Immortals here on the field. They will make quick work of these tanks.
It is one of the reasons why mech versus Protoss is one of the least seen things out of all the mech matchups. He is going to move in here. Oh my god, everything gets shredded to pieces. 20 workers down. Everything is going to bits, and this is Frown Town. Unhappy time for EJK. He's going to GG. Well done for PiLiPiLi. Excellently played out there.
GG, well played. PiLiPiLi, he went for a little bit of a risk and went Nexus first, but this is a rather large map, so he probably felt pretty comfortable to do so.
Yep.
But either way, you can tell it really paid off for him, and his, exceptional use of Blink, of Warp Prisms, of the Adept harass as well. That really did hurt EJK while the fight was going on.
Yep. Securing an early lead and being able to hold onto it, maintain it, snowball it, care for it, just like a small little kitten maybe, and you feed it and it becomes a giant cat and it, mauls you to death, because you shouldn't have a tiger for a pet. It's dangerous. Don't do it. That's basically the story of the game. In case any of you didn't see the game, that's what just happened, in metaphorical sense. So we got Pili up 1-0. Interestingly enough, as chose Terran for his race this time around. Will we see the infamous Scarlet move of playing your off race and still winning? Probably not. Don't know why it always defaults you to Terran. Bit unfortunate lobby thing that I've run into a couple of times. They're like, oh, I'm Terran. I was like, oh, I guess I'm playing Terran. It's like, oh, do you want to restart? It's like, nah. I can build Reapers.
It's happened to me too, and that's usually what I do. I'm like, well, I guess it's time to make a bunch of Reapers.
All right. Pili, it needs a quick break. We're going to give him a second. And he literally needed a second because he's already ready. I love the literal sense of what just happened. Fantastic. Very good. No need to go to a break. No need to get more coffee because coffee is the mana of the gods, which you all know. We're going to be moving on to Orbital Shipyard here in the Orbital Shipyard Star League. Excuse me.